Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. This morning I come to you pre-sunrise. It's daylight savings, so the sun comes up a little bit later now, so around about 6:30. So we won't be having a sunrise for a little while, but let's go on a walk and talk and chat about a topic that I've got near and dear to my heart, and a topic which may be of interest to friends and family. But the topic I want to have a chat to you about today is a story that I remember hearing about Alexander the Great back in 300 BC or thereabouts, when he sailed with his crew, with his army, to Persia, across the Dardanelles, in chase of Darius, the king of Persia. And when he got to the shores of Persia, and the army and cavalry and all of those had gotten off the ships, once they began their march, he sent a few of his good men back to the shore with one simple instruction. And the instruction was to burn all the ships. How powerful is that? To go back and burn all the ships so that the men, and then he said to the men, after the ships had been burnt, he told them what had happened, what he'd done, and he said that there is no retreat. Either we die in Persia, or we sail back to Greece victorious in Persian ships. So how do we use this? This is a very, very powerful concept, because a lot of people, once they achieve a little bit of a success, tend to go into defensive mode. And we've probably seen over the past week in the semi-finals in the rugby league, the teams that have been leading at half time or early in the match end up losing the match. And the reason why they end up losing the match is that they change their game plan, they become more defensive, because they've got a lead to defend, and that defense of the lead means that there's a change in attitude, there's a change in the way they play, and a change in momentum. And once the other side sees that, then it's game over. And we've seen quite a few teams come from behind to not only win the game, but to steamroll the opposition. And similarly with us, so for all the young people listening, it's important to keep your focus and to not worry about losing, because the people who worry about losing and the ones who have the most to defend are usually the ones who make the big mistake of not taking the necessary steps, not having that thirst, not having that zest, or that driving ambition, that driving desire to continue to succeed. So one of the most important things in our lives is to have a strong purpose and a strong desire. And as Alexander the Great did for his soldiers, was to give them a lot to fight for, to give them a massive why. Because sometimes when we've got everything against us is when we pull out all the stops and we become the ferocious lion that we need to be in order to achieve the goals that we've set ourselves. So it's important to set yourself up and put some pressure on yourself by burning your ships. Now, be willing to do whatever it takes, to give up everything, in order to win and succeed. And as I said, sometimes it takes a lot of courage to decide to do all or nothing. And as Alexander went on to go, he went on to not only defeat the Persians, but to have created one of the greatest empires that the world has ever seen, an empire which enabled Hellenism to be circulated to the civilized world. And we've got evidence today of how the spread of the Greek language, the spread of the Greek culture was something that I guess you can look back and it helped change the world in a positive way. So how do we use this? Where do we go with this? I think the important thing for all of us is to have a crack at life and be willing to go all up, all in, and to give it everything we've got in order to achieve as much as we can. As Anthony Robbins says, massive action means massive results. You can't dabble with life. You can't experiment lightly. Either you've got to throw everything at it to make the most of it, or don't give it a crack at all, which is not the solution. So once again, the lesson is simple: have a go. But if you're having a go, have a big go, because the more you have to lose, the more you'll have to win, or you'll get to win. And the Greeks have shown it time and time again with their battles. When you're outnumbered 20, 50, 100 to 1, it doesn't matter. As long as your why is strong, then you're fighting. You're fighting for everything. And if you're fighting for a strong purpose, which is beyond yourself, is when you can bring out the best in all of your abilities. So don't be scared, don't be afraid to go all out and give life a go. Let's finish up with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go the whole hog, go the full Monty in your life, and be willing to burn the ships if that means it'll give you a burning desire, a strong purpose in order to succeed and to achieve your dreams and goals. And parents, there's also a big message there as well. You need to support your family, your children, in order to allow them to grow and develop, and not to be the ice in their life to slow them down or keep them homebound. Let them make mistakes, let them grow and develop, and be the wonderful people that they're meant to be. Take care, and we'll chat again. And signing off once again from Jim's 5am Club on this pre-dawn, pre-sunrise edition on Thursday. Take care, yassas, and bye for now.